Hello, epic viewers! From around the multiverse, prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another ribbon-captaining stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to list the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It'll only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. Now, before we render the contents of the box transparent, I just wanted to apprise you that this is the fourth and final part of my unboxing of the Urban Toys Dragon Ball Z action figure lot. So if you've yet to check out the previous parts, then by all means do so if you relish and love the Dragon Ball Z series. However, if you detest and disdain the Dragon Ball Z series, and perhaps you may want to desist from checking out those videos. So, implement decisions based on your own volition. Don't be persuaded nor dissuaded by anyone to do anything nor forgo doing anything. So, now that I preface that, now that that's out of the way, let's delve into the contents of the bag. So, we have a plethora of action figures wrapped in tissue paper. The first action figure is the one and only revered, illustrious Vegeta. He's imbued with rage, he's imbued with fury, he looks irate, he looks agitated, he lacks finger joint articulation, he lacks articulation in the elbow joints, and he even lacks elbow joints. He also is devoid of a diaphragm joint. He lacks peg holes embedded in the bottom of his feet. He cannot twist his thighs, nor can he rotate his calves. He cannot rotate his wrists, nor his forearms, nor his biceps. So his articulation is relatively finite. He seems to have roughly 7 points of articulation. Is it unfortunate? Is it a calamity? I mean, I can cope with it. I love the character. I love his design. I love his deco. I love his hues. I love his sculpt. I love his shadings. I love his textures. I truly can't complain I truly can't complain considering that I purchased him for under $4. So, as a figurine priced under $4, you really can't go wrong buying him if you're an avid, devout Dragon Ball Z fan. So here's Vegeta donning here's Vegeta donning Saiyan armor rather than Super Saiyan armor. But the Saiyan armor can be utilized for multiple purposes. It's versatile. It can even expand. This armor cannot be detached. But I love this armor. I love this attire. I love these aesthetics. I love this wardrobe. I truly love the essence of this character. I truly love what this figurine embodies. Unfortunately, he has some minor scuffs. The paint is beginning to rub off, but irrespective of his age, he's in excellent condition. He hasn't depreciated too badly, or too much, I should say. The hair is not marred with scratches, nor scuffs, nor dings, nor dents. The body's practically in pristine condition. There are some minor scuffs that you could pinpoint if you have this figure illuminated. However, if you're not very meticulous, if you're more carefree, then perhaps these minor scuffs won't bother you too much. Now, unfortunately, the hands are not oriented sideways, so they're positioned horizontally. I mean, this is a bit of a grievance, this is a bit of an annoyance, but it's not the end of the world. I always prefer if my action figures have fisted hands, and if their hands are oriented sideways, if they lack a modicum of a wrist swivel. But even without a wrist swivel, I mean, I guess this is doable. He's under $4, I can't complain. I love the exquisite design, and perhaps he would consider it too bland to be a wardrobe, but yeah, perhaps I'm embellishing this figurine, perhaps I'm exaggerating a bit about this figurine's deco, but I just love the tire that adorns his body. I love the tire that he's donning. I mean, it's truly epic. So I love the Super Saiyan characters. I love the Saiyan species, and it just resonates eminently well with me. So Vegeta is one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. I also love Android 16, and I love Goku. I saw Perfect Cell was a quintessential villain. Here we have Krillin's wife, the maiden, the heir of Krillin's fortune, the one and only notorious Android 18. She was absorbed by Cell, and then she was discharged from his body later in the series. Gohan's punch or kick, I believe it was a punch, prompted Cell to regurgitate her, so she was regurgitated from Cell's body. But the only complaint I have is that articulation is finite. She only has 5 points of articulation. She actually only has 6 points of articulation. Unlike Vegeta, she actually has a waist swivel, so that's always a plus. Her pelvis is obscured by her skirt. She likely has one, but it's hard to tell whether or not she has a bulky one. She likely doesn't. She likely has a dainty, flimsy one. But my main complaints are that she has an open hand. There's apertures between her fingers. What else? She lacks elbow joints. She lacks knee joints. She lacks an ankle pivot. She lacks a diaphragm joint. Her head is now relegated to a disc joint. Her skirt encumbers her leg articulation. She's donning the classic Android 18 uniform, the default uniform. Not bad per se. She looks like a Western female, even though she's an android. But I love the fact that they have the red ribbon symbol, or the red ribbon emblem. So it's always good when your action figures have insignias, logos, symbols, emblems. The more the merrier. The more nitty-gritty details, the better. Especially if you love scrutinizing your figurines. So decent figurine stands anywhere from 4 to 5 inches tall, perhaps 4.5 inches tall. Is she taller than Vegeta? I do not know. That is an enigma. No, Vegeta towers over her. She is dwarfed by Vegeta. So not that much shorter though, but shorter nonetheless. So not a bad figurine, decent. I just would have, if she had 2 fisted hands, it would have truly augmented her, but that's not the case in this context. But even with her flaws, she still is tremendous mirror. So here's the last figurine. This feels like a Krillin figurine, and I was right. So based on the exterior of the sculpt, I could tell that this is a Krillin figurine. I already possess this figurine. I may possess 3 versions. Sorry about that. I may possess actually. This is actually a duplicate figure of one I already possess. I think I still have this Krillin in storage. I love this Krillin figurine. This is the quintessential Krillin figurine if you can't afford the SH Figure Arts version of Krillin. Now, why do I say that? Well, he's donning his traditional classic uniform, and the fists are, for the most part, oriented sideways. He has 2-fisted hands. He has his these wrist guards, or these sweatbands. I think they're sweatbands. He also has this belt. He has this black belt over here, and I just love the orange attire. I love the orange tinge. It's just aesthetically appealing. Of course, he has the logo from Master Roshi, denoting that he was a pupil of the Hermit, or what is it, the Kame School. I mean, I forgot the name. I don't recollect the name. But he was a disciple of I should say he is a disciple of Master Roshi. In Dragon Ball Z, in Dragon Ball Super, he's not deceased yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does succumb to death. It's unfortunate that he's not really a brawler anymore, nor a fighter. He's mostly retired. You get to see him fight a bit in the revival of F movie, and what else does he do? He also, in the Saiyan saga, was able to decimate the Cybermen, and what else? He was also able to fend off against Frieza before Goku arrived. He also engaged in a little bout against Kid Buu and Imperfect Cell, so he has minor fights every now and then, but he's not one of the major contenders. He's not one of the major fighters. So you'll see Krillin fight occasionally from time to time, but it's truly an anomaly. It's truly scarce, and don't expect to see it often. Now, the final figurine in the bag is Kid Goku from Dragon Ball GT. Definitely not my favorite figure. I prefer the adult Goku figure, but this figurine is okay for $4 figurine. I mean, I really can't complain. Decent design, decent aesthetics. This figurine was churned out by Jakks Pacific. The other figurines, I believe, were churned out by Irwin Toys. So we have a Jakks Pacific figurine within the lot, and I'm just taking a gander at them right now. I just wanted to verify my statements. This figurine is not really an upgrade over the Irwin Toys figures, because he lacks articulation in his elbow joints. He lacks elbow joints. He lacks knee joints. His articulation is relatively finite. I mean, this figurine seems to only have roughly 6 points of articulation. So that's what I would estimate. And this figurine has probably closer to 7 points of articulation. So considering that the Irwin Toys figurine trumps the Jakks Pacific figurine articulation wise, I mean, it's not that much of an upgrade switching from Jakks Pacific to Irwin Toys. Now, I did buy the Irwin Toys Dragon Ball Z figures as well as the Jakks Pacific Dragon Ball Z figures, and the Jakks Pacific Dragon Ball Z figurines typically have articulation in the elbow joints, but it's not always the case. So in this example, this Jakks Pacific figurine lacks articulation in the elbow joints, so you don't always get more bang for your buck with the Jakks Pacific Dragon Ball Z action figures. They also may command heftier retail prices. I mean, it all depends. So even if these figurines are more static, even if their articulation is more finite, even if they have less latitude for articulation, it's still not that much of an upgrade. What I love about Jakks Pacific is that they were able to churn out figurines of King Cold and Bardock. So we got action figures of characters such as Shinron and Omega Shinron that we've never had in action figure form, or never had in action figure form with decent articulation. I know that there was I think there was an Omega Shinron that was churned out in the 1990s, but who knows. So I just would have preferred if this figurine had more articulation, but the details are not bad. He truly captures Goku's Dragon Ball GT appearance. So I love the whimsical appearances of the divine Dragon Ball Z characters. So I really can't express any grievances considering that I procured the figurines for under $4 each. But I just wanted to verify something real briefly. Just bear with me one brief moment. Rather than whimsical, I guess you could say divine. I love the divine appearances of these characters. They truly look like they're warriors and that they're stellar in every facet. So thanks for watching this video. I hope that you deem this video to be intriguing and insightful. So I hope that you're appeased. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.